Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Dubai Expat YouTube channel. I hope you're all well and I'm happy to see you all back to today's video. In this episode we are going to do the full unboxing and review of the new IWC INGENIEUR Aqua. On my wrist today, my Panerai Radiomir 1940, my favorite daily beater right now. And with that, time to roll the intro and get right into it. The first IWC INGENIEUR was released in 1955 and at the time featured the company's first in-house automatic movement. On top, a magnetic protection case was engineered to keep accurate time. Besides being a milestone piece in innovation at the time, the watch never really got the fame it deserved until in 1970, the legend himself, Gerald Genta, created the successor reference 1832. Besides the popular Royal Oak and Patek Philippe Nautilus, the Genta designed INGENIEUR SL established a new genre of luxury stainless steel integrated bracelet sports watches. A reduced clean design, robustness and water resistance combined in a subtle, elegant way was the new form language and should bring popularity to these watches like never seen before. Over the coming years, the INGENIEUR somehow lost its appeal again to a state in which only the hardcore collectors were still speaking about it. Looking at the development of the different designs, it diluted a lot from the original Genta design over time to a state where it was barely recognizable to the once so famous design. With the 2023 release, IWC completely changed this and went all the way back to the roots of the Genta icon. And here we are now, back in 2024, with the white IWC bag fresh from the boutique in front of me. Let's get everything out to start the unboxing. First of all, the receipt. I paid the full retail price of $11,900 without any discount here in Dubai. In addition to the watch, I got this pen. I actually asked if they would have an IWC cap for me, but unfortunately the pen was the best the sales lady could find. Nothing special and more like a everyday low quality pen. The better giveaway to the watch is this keyring, made from a brushed metal with an IWC INGENIEUR tag to it. And last, I got this IWC brochure to the watch that tells us a lot about the history of the watch, the design and thought process, and an interview with Evelyn Genta. Quite a nice 20-minute read if you are interested in the watch. I guess you can grab one of these at any IWC boutique. And here's the watch box. A white cardboard box, quite good quality, but at the end of the day still a cardboard box. A nice add-on is that the watch comes in a watch pouch, which I usually prefer over a fancy box. In the lower compartment of the box we can find a warranty card. This watch comes under 8 years warranty, which is fantastic. All those Richemont group brands offer these super long warranties, what gives me always a good feeling to use those watches to the maximum. A cleaning cloth for the watch, the user and warranty manual to the watch, the watch pouch that contains the watch, nice thick leather, feels really good. You can open it from both sides actually, I guess to fully remove the top cover and use this pouch as a nice presentation stand for your watch. And here's the beautiful IWC INGENIEUR Automatic with the highly sought after Aqua dial. All stickers are already removed from the boutique, so we have it directly in its full glory. Inside the watch pouch is a secret compartment which contains the extra links to the watch and the tools to resize the bracelet yourself. Quite a nice way to store everything and to take those sometimes useful extra links and tools with you on a trip. Especially without a micro adjustment, this could become handy once you go on a trip to a completely different temperature zone. Let's set the watch. First we unscrew the crown to wind the power reserve. Next we pull out the crown into the first position to set the date. And then pull it out into the second position to set the time. While set to the second position, the movement will hack for precise time setting. Afterwards we screw the crown back in and the watch is ready to go. The dimensions of the watch are much better than most people think. The case diameter is 40 mm, the thickness comes at 10.6 mm, the lug-to-lug distance comes at 45.4 mm, the bracelet starts at 24 mm and tapers down to 17.5 mm. The weight of the watch comes at 142 grams with the shortened bracelet and 146 grams with all links. A bit on the heavy side, maybe also due to the anti-magnetic cage in the inside. Resizing the bracelet is super simple and can be done with these two picker tools. For that, you just check first on which side of the bracelet you want to remove one link. In the next step, you push the small button inside the bracelet to open the link and use the second tool to push out the small metal pin. Quite simple, but I'm afraid the picker tools will create some scratches in case someone without calm hands wants to remove a link. Probably a small plastic wrap will help to avoid any damage. Next, you just remove the link and then you connect the bracelet again. Push the metal pin inside and open the mechanism again with one picker tool. Once the pin is in place, the button will jump up and the bracelet is closed. For extra safety, you might want to see if you can push out the metal pin or not, so you are sure that the bracelet is closed. The new IWC Ingenieur is fully made of stainless steel and has an integrated bracelet design. For this Aqua version, the center links are polished, besides all other versions that come with a fully brushed bracelet and only feature the chamfered edges. It matches quite well with the polished edges of the case and gives a bit more bling to the watch overall. The links are made in an H-link design, which leads to rather large links. The bracelet proportions have been carefully reworked and the tapering works quite well for a nice optic, while the bracelet sits very comfortable on the wrist without catching any hair. The upper part of the bracelet features closed links to keep the pins invisible. Well done, and it shows the high quality and thoughts that went into redefining the bracelet. The resizing mechanism works easy and fast, but again, be careful to not create too many scratches. The clasp is a butterfly folding clasp that closes sequentially. Unfortunately, the watch comes without any micro adjustment and the links are quite big, so the steps of sizing it are not the finest ones and you must be lucky to find your perfect fit. I really hope IWC will bring an aftermarket solution for a fine adjustment while keeping a good looking design. The case of the watch is 100-meter water resistant, comes with a closed case bag, features a screw-down crown, screw-down bezel, and is held in place by 5 screws and of course a sapphire crystal on top. All edges are chamfered and polished. One of my personal highlights is the circular brushing of the bezel. You can see under the macro lens. It looks really cool and well made. The newly integrated crown guards give the watch a more sporty and modern character and work well in my opinion. The highlight of the case is for sure the fully reworked bezel. The most obvious difference is that now genuine functional screws are used to hold it in place. On top, all screws are perfectly aligned and received a polished screw head. The crown is grippy, can be used even with gloves, and has an embossed vintage IWC logo on top. It has the right proportions and matches the overall design. One of the striking features, especially on this reference, is the Aqua dial with the new relief-like structure. The pattern consists of lines offset by 90 degrees from each other. It covers the entire inner area of the dial, while the outer section is smooth to accommodate the chapter ring. The indices are precisely applied and filled with luminescent material. IWC text and engineer logo are printed. The aqua color really pops and has a nice glow to the dial. I saw a few comments saying the black and white dial would be more true to the original, but I like a pop of color and an aqua dial is still something not overly produced in the market, besides being the only aqua dial in my collection. Also, the Aqua dial offers the best value for money in my view, is supposed to be the most expensive in production, and on top offers the polished center links as the only version. The hands are mirror polished as well, work well with the indices and feature Lume as well. The date window is color matched to the rest of the dial and well positioned at 3 o'clock with a half indice. Inside the watch we can find the 32111 IWC manufactured caliber, which comes with a strong 120 hours power reserve, automatic winding, and is surrounded by a soft iron inner cage that shield the movement from magnetic fields. The watch hacks and features a date as well. Time for another wrist shot. A Lume shot. And now it is time for the watch score. The dimensions of the watch are really good and work well on medium to large size wrists. The case is beautifully made and a big step up for IWC and beats many other integrated bracelet sports watches. The movement is maybe a letdown for some, but I think the features are quite good, the decoration is not too bad, and the dial compensates as well with the high finishing and great execution of indices. The bracelet is innovative and well made with some quality features like the hidden pins, but unfortunately lacks a micro adjustment. The H-links makes this even worse. For the daily, weekend and sportive usage, this watch will always do a good job, even though I will always miss the micro adjustment. The image and history of this piece are great if you consider it is one of the top 3 designed genta watches, nothing short of the Royal Oak or Nautilus. For the brand recognition, IWC plays in a high league, even though it is still behind the top dogs Patek, Rolex or even Omega. Value for money is better than you think after so much critique, but again this watch packs quite a lot of features and high quality execution compared to many other brands of the same price range. In addition, the whole market went upwards and the price ranges we know from before COVID just don't exist anymore. All of that together gives the watch a total score of 73 out of 100. It ranks right now exactly in the middle of all the watches I reviewed so far, but looking at the higher ranked watches, the competition is also quite tough. And with that, we are at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review. Let me know your opinion about the watch in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, stay healthy and see you in the next one. Bye bye.